comment. And we have Daryl Gould.
Good evening, my name is Daryl Gould. I'm a resident of Warren and I have 3 kids in the school district. My daughter Abigail is entering 8th grade at KMS and I have twin boys that are entering 6th. What I wanted to talk to the committee about tonight is really the state of our district. There is a ton wrong with what we're doing here. From academically, we're failing our students. Our school district is a disaster. And that's not for a lack of effort from some good people, but the reality of it is this is systemic. There's corruption, there's bullying from the executive level all the way down to through the schools, and it's got to stop. This is nonsense. We have right now, we are failing the kids academically. We look at our standardized testing scores. 25% of our kids are proficient in math. About 33% are proficient in language arts. How is, again, academically, we're failing these kids. We only offer certain tracks in school. We pretty much neglect anything vocational. And the tracks that we do put kids on, the kids we send off to college, half of these kids don't make it past their second year in school. And a lot of the kids, when they are entering schools, like Rick, they're required to take remedial coursework just to get caught up so they can take 100-level courses when they get to college. From a safety standpoint, we saw what happened at KMS. Nothing's changed. Hugh Cole is the next foot to drop. Any of the teachers here or any of the parents here know this. At Hugh Cole, anything that's a minor infraction is treated like it's, the death penalty is going to be imposed on you. But as far as bullying and serious things, because we don't want people to see these things, we don't want them ending up in reports, those things are ignored. And the point is, we're putting the kids at risk, we're putting teachers at risk. The morale in our schools sucks. People don't want to work in our schools. How are we supposed to attract talent here? Whether it's administrative or teaching talent. When people are afraid teachers are going out because they're hurt, they feel like it's lawless in our schools. They have no support from the administration. There's a level of bullying in our administration. The teachers in this district can't even communicate about their inter-union communications with using their school email because they know the administration has visibility into it and this stuff's being looked at. Financially, our school district needs a forensic audit. The stuff that I found out in the last week after releasing a Facebook video, calling for people to bring stuff to my attention, it's disgusting. The stuff that I know, and I will only bring to light that which I can prove and document, which I have the approval of the people who shared with me to share. But this is something where I'm shocked that the state police are not in here, and there are not people in this room. I know at least 3 or 4 people in this room who literally should be charged. This isn't hyperbole. This is the reality of it. Our teachers are bullied, our students are bullied. It's a culture that we have here. Nothing's going to change unless we get Dr. Angrate out of here. This is something that's been going on for a long time. And it's nothing personal. I've tried to work with Dr. Angrate on issues that I have. There are parents here. We've seen
Madam Chair, this gentleman is out of order. We're not going to talk about personnel from public comment, so I'm going to ask you to rule him out of order and ask him to sit down.
Daryl,
if her biggest challenge with what I just said is the fact that I named somebody, you need to step down.
You are out of order.
This is about child safety.
You are out of order.
I'm a lot of things.
You are out of order. I'm asking the chair to ask you to sit down.
Mary Ann is our lawyer, the school committee lawyer.
No problem.
So, and we can't.
I understand.
We can't in public comment talk about personnel or name people who work for the district. So I'm going to have to ask you to.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Is there anybody else who'd like to speak at public comment? Yeah, you just have to, Bethany, if you just fill out a quick form, just,
public speaker, but I feel obligated to come up here with Daryl being asked to sit down for being out of line because I have $4,000, over $4,000 in lawyer fees that I accumulated this past year when my daughter was bullied by an employee at KMS. As all of you know, that you met many times in executive session over this, you have allowed this employee to remain in the district, but she's no longer allowed to work in the same schools as my daughter. I received a letter stating that in March. I want to know why it is being allowed that for parents to have to accumulate lawyer fees to make things happen that we shouldn't even have to ask for. Why is that okay? Is there anybody here? I know you all know my case. Would you want your child to be treated the way my child was? From July until October, I accumulated over $1,000 in fees. When Mr. Hennius, the former district attorney, refused to respond to my attorney over a letter that he lied over. He promised us something in a meeting, and what he gave us for confirmation of the letter was not true. You all know that to be true. What I'm saying here right now, I have documentation with me to prove that. Why is it fair that I brought that letter to Mario with my daughter at a school committee meeting in August, and I showed him, I said, why are you not making the corrections? And just for everyone here, the letter that I was given stated that it would only be for the upcoming school year. But in the meeting, we were promised with our lawyer present that it would be for the duration of their time in the district. When I asked Mario at that meeting,
unfortunately,
so I'm going to be handing in.
This person is out of order. This is a private student matter.
I have another bill for you to add to your budget. It's the $4,000 that my family should not have had to pay for my daughter to feel like she could be in an environment that was safe and conducive to learning. So who do I hand my bill to?
Give it to the chair.
Thank you, that's a great suggestion. I love everybody's passion, truly. I think it's so great. But I don't know how else, this is not us trying to stymie people from talking. You just cannot attack personnel. I mean, if you were someone who worked in this district, you wouldn't want it happening to you. And you can't do it in a public meeting.
That's how my daughter felt when it happened to her. It's fair as fair.
I'm just saying that because I am happy you're all here, and we want you to be here, and we want to be engaged with you in conversation. But there are rules and protocols that we have to follow, and I know many of you don't like them, and I understand that. But I have to listen to the school committee lawyer and follow those protocols. So we are now switching things around because.
We have one more public person who wants to speak publicly. I did not fill out my phone. I'll do so after.
She's not.
My name is Linda Riversides. I have no children in this district anymore. I don't want to fool you. I don't raise my voice, but again, I don't know why, if people could speak without mentioning names, that the furor in this room cannot be heard. I get that you can't use personal names. I understand that point. But to ask people to sit down because they're out of order and not let them recorrect themselves is wrong. The state of affairs in our schools is terrible. And all of you are hired by us to fix it. and you hired people in this district, all over the district, to help fix it, it needs to get done. We can't be having people speak and being told to sit down, you're out of order. They need to be able to step back and take a breath and then re-speak. When you deny them that right, you deny them their First Amendment rights. That is wrong. There's a lot of anger in this room. It can't just be shoved under the rug again and again and again. That's not working anymore. So it needs to stop. You have to stop being bullies and say, you can't speak, you're out of order. Let people step back, take a minute. I'm sure you've done that many times in your life. Probably when you're with your children, you wanted to say very annoying, nasty things to them. But to deny them the right to continue is against the law and wrong. I have more respect for you when you're not acting like that. So come on, get a grip, all of you. This is important. This is our kids. And yes, people can be mad. You need to allow that. It's just the way things are. People cannot control how they feel through their speech. I'm trying to. Because I've learned the hard way in meetings at this place that the gong button from certain people can go off. So I don't want that to happen. But I would love these people to be able to speak freely, fervently, and from their heart without feeling retaliation or brutality or anything, to be told to sit down, you're out of order. You're out of order if you don't take better care of our kids. Thank you.
Anyone else to speak? Okay. So we are moving our executive session. Pardon? We're moving our executive session to be our next agenda item, and then we will come out to do the consent agenda. Can I get a motion?
Yeah, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.